welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe, and if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today is going to be my third update for my I Heart the 90s project pan, and in this update I can actually roll out 4 products. I'm so happy with all of my updates this month because I've been able to roll new products in. So for my March updates, or my second updates, I wasn't able to roll anything new in, I don't think, if I can remember, from any of my projects. So I was really excited this month when I could roll some new products in. So that means at the end of this video, I'll be rolling in 4 new prompts, which I cannot wait to see what I get. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the 4 products that I either finished or hit my goal on. I'll then talk about the products that I'm still working on. There is one that I'm going to be decluttering and then bringing something else in its place. And then I will roll some new prompts in and some new products at the end. So this is a PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group project, and it was created by Laura. I will leave Laura's channel below, and I'll leave the PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group below as well. And this project is a prompt-based project all about the 90s. So I was born in 93, so I know some of these prompts and I don't know some of them, but I'm still really enjoying doing this project anyway. So let's get into the video. So the first prompt I finished was for Saved by the Bell, and that is a product that makes your makeup last longer. And the product I had in for this was the Benefit Professional. So it's just a little mini, and my goal was to finish this. I'm glad I've got another setting spray out in my collection. I much prefer a glowy setting spray, that's my preference, because I like my skin to look dewy and glowy. This didn't do that, which it never claimed to anyway, but I just wasn't a massive fan of this anyway. I have other setting sprays, like I have the MAC Fix Plus, I also have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless setting spray, I think they call it, which aren't glowy as well, but I much prefer them to this. So it won't be something I would get again, but I'm glad I at least tried it, and I'm glad I managed to get another setting spray out of my collection. And I used it a further 3 times before it was completely done. And the great thing about finishing this was I was able to roll in another setting spray that was in back stock. The next prompt I finished was Plaid, and that was a red or blue product / packaging. If I'm looking down here, I'm looking at my phone for the prompts. And the product that I chose for this prompt was the Beauty Bay lipstick in Juice. Now, I just wanted to use this 10 times, and I did use it 10 times. It's a beautiful red, but I'm actually going to be decluttering this from my collection. This isn't the product that I was referring to earlier, but I am going to declutter this from my collection because I just don't like the formula of it. It gets everywhere. Like, it can be on my chin sometimes. It just moves too much. I have other reds in my collection that are similar, if not the same shade of red, that I much prefer the formula of. So I did get my 10 uses on it. I used it a further 5 times to this update to get my 10 uses. It's going to be something that will be leaving my collection. And I love red lipstick. It's one of my favourites to wear. I couldn't go out the house, let's just say that, if I was wearing that, because otherwise it would just get all over my face. The next prompt I finished was I Will Always Love You, and that is a product that has been a holy grail for a long time. And again, I just wanted to use this product 10 times, and I didn't think I was going to have an issue at all getting my 10 uses by this update. And it is my Rimmel Lasting Radiance Foundation. This is my absolute holy grail foundation. I always rave about it. If you've been around on my channel for a while, you know that this is my holy grail foundation. And anytime I'm going to like any social event, I will always wear this because it never, ever, ever lets me down. So I used it 5 times this update to get my 10 uses. I'm really sad that this isn't in a project now though, and I mean it is going to get put into another project sometime soon because I have really enjoyed using this. But yeah, I'm sad that this is rolled out, but I'm happy I managed to get some more use on that, because that's been a product that I just keep shying away from trying to like put in any of my projects, because I don't want to just use it for the sake of using it. But at the same time, it is going to go off if it just sits in my drawer. So why not put in your favourite foundation in a project where you can actually enjoy it? And then last but no means least, the last prompt I finished was Lisa Frank, a colourful product. For that, I brought in my Sleek Matte Me in that So Fetch. Now when I've worn this in videos, it looks like a red lip. I'm not sure why. It is definitely a fuchsia pink. But I have enjoyed using this. However, what I will say, formula on this one now isn't as good, and I think it's just because it is an old product. I mean, it doesn't smell any different to what it did anyway, which to me just always smell not very nice. But it's definitely not as long lasting as the usual sleek formula. So I'm glad I managed to use this 10 times because again, this was just to use 10 times and I used it a further 7. So I've been using this quite a lot the last month and really have been enjoying using it. I've noticed I've had to reapply it a few more times than what I would usually, but I have enjoyed using that. And my best friend at Christmas actually bought me a replacement of that shade, which I was really, really happy about. Okay, so the prompts I'm still working on. The first one is Pogs, a product you used a couple of times when you first got it and haven't touched it since. It was this blush from Revlon. I love this blush, love it. And also, I just want to say really quickly, thank you Steph from Just Steph, because I always struggle to say the name of this and she gave me a much easier way to say it, so thank you. The shade of it is Rosy Rendezvous, so thank you. I absolutely love this blush. It is quite powdery, but it just gives such a beautiful flush of colour to the skin. One thing I will say though is, for some reason, my packaging keeps breaking on it, which is a shame. I think a lot of stuff in this project is either to use 10 times or to finish, because I have so many projects ongoing at the moment, but I have used it a further 3 times. So at the moment I'm at 7 uses, so I just need to use it 3 more times. I don't think that's going to be an issue and I think this is something I can roll out next month. But yeah, I really, really, really do like this and definitely going to be something that will stay in my collection. The next prompt I'm still working on is Got Milk, a white product slash packaging, and this is the product I'm actually going to be decluttering. This might not be a surprise, but I'm actually going to be decluttering the Beauty Bay Alice in Wonderland duo products. So you've got a lip product on one side, a cheek product on the other side. I was working on the cheek side. I'm not a massive fan of this blush. I mentioned in last update that I was really struggling to use this. It is quite a bright pink, and I mean it does blend okay, but it just isn't a favourite product, and I have so many blushes in my collection, cream blushes as well, that I much prefer. So I'm just going to declutter this. I'm going to pass this along to family and friends, see if they want to try it. I just don't love it. I didn't even use it once at all, so I just knew that this just needs to go. So I am going to put something else in its place for the same prompt, and the product I'm going to be putting in its place is this Fenty Beauty cream blush. I love this formula of cream blush, so I know this one's going to be staying in. But I haven't tried this shade, and this one is Peach Face, so I actually got this from my sister and her family at Christmas. What a beautiful colour. But I'm just hoping it's going to look okay on my pale skin, but we'll see. I mean, I love this formula anyway, so I'm going to keep this in for 10 uses again, and I mean it's a perfect time to bring this in. So that is going to be the replacement product for the prompt Got Milk. The next prompt is Easy Bake Oven, a product that is easy for you to pan. Now I don't actually have this product here right now, but it is the Freya & Bailey face mask. I haven't started to work on that yet. I have another face mask that I'm currently still working on, so I didn't see the need in bringing it to show on here. It's a product I haven't started yet, so I'm just going to move on. So the last prompt I'm still working on is Baby One More, a product from a brand you used in high school. So as I mentioned, I didn't wear makeup in secondary school. If I did, it was mostly just a mascara. So I picked a Revlon highlight because I know when I was in secondary school that Revlon was a brand that you would have been able to pick up from the high street. And this one is in Rose Glow. So it looks like this. Now, I try and avoid this one here because I'm worried it's going to look like a big massive pink strip on my face. This is an okay highlight. I wouldn't say it's a favourite, but I have only used it once this update. I mean, I've only used it twice overall, and that is just overall in general. I want to use it 10 times again. I will keep it in for 10 uses, and it is something I will use, but it's not a focus product at the moment as well either. What I've started to do is I've started to try and prioritise some products, because what I was finding I was doing was just picking loads of products and not really getting that much use on some of them. So I've tried to prioritise some products in my projects and some that I will maybe use once or twice, but they're not a priority. This one at the moment isn't a priority, but I will hopefully get at least 1 use again by next update. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll in 4 new prompts, and then once I've got the prompts, I will go and pick products for those prompts, and I will show you what I chose. Let me get up Wheel of Names. Okay, so the first prompt I'm going to be working on is Sedge, a green product slash packaging. I'm gonna struggle with this because I've just started 50 Shades of Green and I was really scrounging for green products in my collection, so this might take me a while to try and find a product, but I will find something. So that is the first prompt. I'm just going to remove it. The second prompt I'll be working on is Beanie Babies, a product that reminds you of your favourite Beanie Baby. I feel like I had a Beanie Baby, but I cannot remember what colour. So I think what I'm going to do for that prompt, I think I will just choose what my favourite colour was when I was a child, because I feel like that would have been the colour I would have maybe had. I feel like I definitely had one though, but I just can't remember. So the third one I'm going to be working on, hopefully you can see that, is No Scrubs. What a song, love that song. A product you want to get out of your life. I feel like I might have quite a few of those in my collection. I love that song. I've still got that song in my playlist right now. I love it. Okay, the fourth one I will be working on is Thelma and Louise, a duo product. Okay, again, I have quite a few duo products in my collection, so this might actually be an opportunity for me to maybe bring in a face duo. Maybe. Okay, so those are my 4 prompts. What I'm going to go and do now is pick some products for those prompts and I will be right back to show you what I've chosen. So I'm back and I have chose products for my prompts. The first prompt I got was Sedge, a green product slash packaging. Now, like I said, I've just started 50 Shades of Green. I really struggled just trying to get 50 products, but I think I found something that counts. And it's a bluey greeny colour, and I'm going to put in the Benefit Professional. Like I said, it's bluey greeny. I'm going to count this. I just want to use this 10 times. I mean, I haven't even used this yet. I don't want to commit to finishing this at the moment because I have some other primers at the moment that I'm using. So I just want to use this one 10 times. I'm glad I found that. Because like I said, I think I didn't put this in my 50 Shades of Green because my eyes kept deceiving me and I kept thinking, is this blue, is this green? And I think I just ended up just not putting it in. But yeah, it's worked in my favour actually for this project. The next one was Beanie Babies, a product that reminds you of your favourite Beanie Baby. Now, I feel like I had one when I was growing up, but I just can't recall the colour of it. I can't remember. So what I've done is I've just chose a product based on what my colour was, my favourite colour was when I was growing up, and that was blue. So I have gone for the Beauty Crop Hydrating Lip Oil. And I think what I'm going to do is actually set a usage goal of 20 on this one because I had a Charlotte Tilbury one in my That's Expensive project pan and I managed to get through that a lot faster than I thought. So I think if I put 20 uses on this, I'm curious to see how much use I will have on this. What I usually do with these products is when I'm not wearing makeup or like in the morning when I haven't put my makeup on yet, I will just apply these so my lips feel moisturised. And I think this one is like a pH lip oil, like when you put it on your lips it will change the colour. So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like anyway on, but yeah, that is going to be the product I'm going to choose for that prompt. The next one was No Scrubs, a product you want to get out of your life. Again, this one was quite difficult actually when I went up there because I feel like if I don't like a product, I just declutter it. Like if I've tried it and I don't like it, I just pass it along to family and friends because there's no point having something in your collection, especially a collection like mine, which I think is quite big. I'm not going to be holding on to stuff that I just don't like, but I managed to find this. Now, it is a MAC lipstick. Now, of course, I love MAC lipsticks. I do. But the colour of this is just not a colour that I want in my collection anymore. And I think I kept it because I just feel like I haven't given it that much of a chance. So it is Well by MAC. Now, I know this is a classic for some people, but I'm just not a massive fan of the colour of this on me. So I just want to use this 10 times. I just want to see if it's something I want to keep in my collection, or if it's something again that I just want to pass along to someone else in my friends or family that might actually like this. And then last but no means least is Thelma and Louise, and that is a duo product. So as I mentioned, I really wanted to bring in like a duo face palette because I have so many face palettes that I've not even started to use yet, and I've most probably had in my collection a long time. So I'm actually going to bring this one in from Zoeva, and it is the Spice of Life palette. Now this has so it's a highlighting palette, but I would definitely use one of these shades more as a blush topper. This is what it looks like. So I think I can get away with this as a highlight, but yeah, this definitely to me is more of a blush topper. And it has like a purpley glitter going through it. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I want to use this 10 times. I have a lot of blushes and highlights in my projects. I haven't even used this yet. I got this, I think, Christmas 2020. I've had it a while. But like I said, I just want to use this 10 times and see what I think to it. So that was my update for the I Heart the 90s project pan. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.